October is the month of spooky sightings, crazy costumes, and being really scared by relentless spirits. We all love being gripped at the edge of our seats wondering what's going to happen next. With that in mind, and with Halloween just around the corner, I thought it'd be worth making a list of the 10 best horror games that are currently available on Xbox Game Pass. At number 10, we have Amori. The game joined Game Pass quite recently on console and PC, and has been given overwhelmingly positive reviews by players that give it a go. You will explore a strange hand-drawn world full of colourful friends and foes. When the time comes and the path you have chosen will determine your fate. With that choice, it also impacts the fate of others as well. This is a fantastic story and will be one of the most impacting that any player will ever experience. With people saying that the game is worth playing specifically for the story and that it will quote-unquote break you, it is definitely one to play for all the horror fans out there. Next up, we have one of my favourite games on Xbox Game Pass, and that is Zombie Army 4. As you guessed, this is the 4th installment in a beloved franchise, and if you're a fan of the third-person shooter genre, then this is the game for you. Players will take on massive hordes of Hitler's undead army, and it is up to you to save humankind from the undead Armageddon. The combat mechanics in this game are perfect, and you can play with up to 4 players through some of the best map designs I have seen in gaming for some time. The game still gets constant updates and provides free DLC for all players, so it's definitely worth giving this a go. Now, our next title is one that released to mixed reviews, but is now held as a cult classic. We Happy Few is an incredibly odd, creepy, and downright outrageous horror title. We Happy Few is an action-adventure game set in a drug-fueled retro-futuristic city in an alternative 1960s England. Players will have to hide, fight, and conform your way out of this delusional, joy-obsessed world. The interwoven narratives on this game take it to new heights, and its chase sequences really capture the heart-pounding nature of this game. It's certainly one to try right now on Game Pass. At number 7, we have the dark, gritty, and eerie Doom 3. This isn't like the new Doom titles that were released by id Software in recent years, but instead takes more of a dark, distraught, and horror-filled path. Doom 3 was critically acclaimed upon release back in 2004 and is one of the best horror action first-person shooters on the market. In this title, a massive demonic invasion has overwhelmed the Union Aerospace Corporation's Mars research facility, leaving only chaos and horror in its wake. As one of only a few survivors, you must fight your way back to hell and back against a horde of demons. Now, this next game is one of my favourites of all time, and I cannot wait for the sequel to launch very soon. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is one of the most breathtaking, surreal, and unique experiences currently available across gaming. This game provides players with an accurate and frightening depiction of psychosis as they take control of Senua as she delves inwards to Helheim to rescue the soul of her lover from the goddess Hela. The game is an absolute treasure, and it is clear to see why it won hundreds of awards for its phenomenal gameplay. Definitely play this now, especially in time for Halloween if you haven't already. Our next title is one that is severely underrated and deserves more praise for being such a phenomenal game. In Prey, you awaken aboard Talos 1, which is a space station orbiting the moon in the year 2032. You are the key subject of an experiment meant to alter humanity forever, but things have gone terribly wrong. As you search around the space station in search for answers, you will find a multitude of disgusting and hostile aliens, which sole purpose is to hunt you down. This is such a unique game and one that deserves more players. It's a great game for Halloween with its frantic and frightening gameplay. Now, our next game is a masterpiece and what many consider as one of the best horror games of all time. Amnesia Collection is arriving onto Game Pass on the 20th of October and will bring with it many jump scares, gruesome creatures, and exhilarating gameplay. This collection brings together the 3 games of the series, and safe to say these will raise a lot of gamers' heart rates. Each game has a unique story in the same universe and brings some truly unique and memorable moments. At number 4, we have The Evil Within and The Evil Within 2. Both are on Game Pass and are brought to us by the creator of the seminal Resident Evil series. With Tango Gameworks now being part of Xbox since the acquisition, I cannot wait to see where they take us to next. The Evil Within 1 and 2 simply embody the meaning of a pure survival horror. You will experience highly crafted environments, horrifying anxiety, and an intricate story which combine to make an immersive and frightening world. Definitely do not sleep on either of these games, as they are some of the best horror games currently available in gaming. Third on our list is a game that was brought to us by the creators of Amnesia, and that is a little known game known as Soma. This is a sci-fi horror game set below the waves of the Atlantic Ocean. If you loved Amnesia, then you will instantly fall in love with Summer. Deadly robots traverse the terrain thinking they are people, your radio is dead, and food is running out to create a real sense of dread. Dangers also lurk in the dark from corrupted humans, insane robots, and an omnipresent AI. This game really turns up horror to 11, and many will agree with it having received phenomenal reviews. Now, our next title is one that is getting a remake that releases in early 2023, and that is none other than Dead Space. This game still stands out today for bringing one of the most enjoyable, unnerving, and heart-racing experiences of all time. I still recommend people play this game today, even if it is an Xbox 360 title, as it really does hold up well. If you haven't heard of this game, then you will take control of Isaac Clarke, who is an engineer on the USG Ishimura. You will embark on a repair mission to not only uncover a nightmarish bloodbath in which your crew has been horribly slaughtered and infected by an alien scourge. This is a game about a desperate fight of survival, and it is easily at the top of many gamers' list for the favourite game of all time. Before we dive into our final title, please consider subscribing if you enjoyed the video, as I bring more Xbox content every single week. Also, we now have memberships, so if you want to support the channel and get access to exclusive emotes, videos almost a week before release, and entries into a giveaway, then please feel free to do so. I'm currently giving a copy of Halo Infinite to one lucky member by the end of November. Our last title of this list is one that really brings the true meaning of a frightening experience. Alien Isolation will raise your heart rate and terrify you with the best xenomorph experience we have in modern day gaming. This game really does the film's justice and finally brings us the dread of hearing the heartbeat monitor beep faster and faster. You have no weapons until the endgame, so your only tool is to hide and survive. The Alien has the best AI experience in a horror game to date, and brings a new experience every single time you boot up the game. This should be top of any gamer's list for one of the most atmospheric survival horror games of all time. So that's the list of the best horror games currently available on Xbox Game Pass. If you want to see a list of the best RPGs on Game Pass, then hit the video on screen now.